Welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner Podcast.
Good morning and welcome to the Ordinary Daily version of the Ordinary Marathoner Podcast. My name is Scott. I'll be your host today. It is Wednesday, May 29. We are 60 days away from Ironman Lake Placid, and that number is dwindling every day by one. But I think this 60-day mark for me, it seems like, all right, maybe it's not exactly 2 months, but 2 months. Can we go with 2 months from today? Even though it's like really less than 2 months by one day. It's really starting to hit home for me that this is happening, that I got to be ready in, 60 days. I got to be ready for this redemption race. I went through some workouts from 2 years ago. I looked through them and I was looking at the stuff I used to do, and I was almost intimidated about the work that I used to do in 2017 when I finished this race, and the volume of what I was doing versus what I'm doing now. I used to get up early and go swimming. I used to spend an hour at lunch in the gym, whether that be lifting or elliptical or running or combo or whatever of that. I used to, and then I would get home at night and I would hit the bike, usually the bike, if not the treadmill or whatever, for another hour to 2 hours. Heavy volume every day, never really missing a day unless I absolutely had to. And it's kind of intimidating for me because I feel like I'm not doing that much right now. I'm doing different things. I'm doing yoga for 20 minutes to half an hour, mostly every day. And I'm doing some strength training, 20 minutes to 30 minutes, almost every day. We've kind of changed that a little bit in the last few days. But then I usually just do one workout of cardio, whether it be, some days it's as little as 45 minutes, some days 2 hours. Somewhere in between. But I felt, I don't know, I got intimidated of my own readiness and where I am right now. And the good news is it is 60 days. 60 days to fix it should be enough. Not that anything's necessarily broken. Like I said, I feel great. I feel good enough on the swim. I do feel good. I feel like my swim's improved, even though I haven't gone swimming in like 3 weeks. By the way, I did a swimming video. I think I told you guys about that. The swimming video is ready. I just, I was going to have Heather Samuelson, she's a trainer, look at the video with me and sort of look at it and critique my form and figure out how to fix it. And she did give me a few tips when we were live at the pool, and she recorded me. But we just haven't been able to kind of schedule the time for her to sit down, nor do I have the technical know-how to kind of go through the actual video and sort of do like a little John Madden telestrator type of thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I might just post it, maybe throw overlay some commentary over the swimming part and tell you what I see, and then throw it out there and see if any of you guys are if any of you guys are swim coaches, or if you think you know what you're talking about, or you can identify some things and tell me how to improve them. I'm all ears. Because if there's some easy ways to fix my form, I should probably do it now with 60 days left. Now, let me tell you, my current form should get me around the lake in an hour 25 to an hour and 35 minutes, which is acceptable to me. And what I said when I did the swim video was that you never know. I felt good about my form, and I still do. It's not awful. But the problem with swimming is that you never know how good your form is or bad until you've watched yourself swim. And you're never going to watch yourself swim unless you videotape yourself. So I was happy that we did that. And I looked at myself, and all of a sudden now it's like I found a whole bunch of flaws. Now, I haven't really been swimming a lot since the video. And that's just that's more of a product of the pool at the gym turning to an outdoor pool when the seasons change, and now it's been raining a lot and it's been cold, and it's like they really should wait till like June to take the roof off and make it an outdoor pool. But it is what it is, and it's my only real pool that I can use. So training has been a little bit difficult lately. But I think what you're going to notice on the swim video is that one of the things was like I was like, oh, my legs don't kind of sink in the water. I feel like I don't kick a lot, but I don't feel like I'm dragging too much. And I look at the video and I feel like, yeah, I'm dragging too much. When your hands are supposed to be straight out, not crossing the midline, and I always thought, geez, my hands are straight. I'm putting them straight. I'm not crossing the midline. And then I watch the video and bang, I'm crossing the midline. At least I feel like it. I feel like I should be way out to the side, like more from where I was. I'm over here. I'm straining my shoulder, and I'm not getting the full pull that I can get. We did one from underwater, and your arms are supposed to be bent when you pull through, and my arms are, at least especially my right arm, seems to be straight. I sent my swim video to my friend Joe, who is he's not a professional swimmer, but he's had a really successful swimming career in high school and college. And I think he's a coach now too. And he noticed that I was holding my breath, and I didn't even know that that's a thing. He's like, oh, you're holding your breath. You should be breathing out. Well, I didn't even know that was a thing. I just thought you kind of just don't drink the water. That's what I knew. Just don't drink the water as much as you can. But yeah, I guess you're supposed to be breathing out when you put your head under. So, all these things, these little things that, and now I feel like with 60 days left, I'm going to be like trying to fix all these things, trying to get my hips up and my feet up and trying to make sure that my arms are straight and I'm breathing out, and I'm going to wind up doing I feel, and with all these things on your mind when you're actually in the water. The one day I did go swimming after this workout, after filming myself, I almost felt like, you remember that scene in Tin Cup, the golf movie, where he gets all the gadgets to try to fix his swing because he keeps slicing or he keeps mishitting it. And he gets all these little gadgets trying to just do anything he can to fix his swing. Like, I feel like that's kind of the way I'm feeling about my swim stroke right now. And it's just too much on my mind when I'm in the water. It's like, all right, make sure you do this, do that. And instead of actually just swimming, I think I'm causing myself more harm than good. So there's got to be ways to fix it. I'm all ears. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to just overlay some sound, some commentary over the video, and then you guys can maybe help me out and tell me what I should be doing. Someone's going to say, oh, take a master class. It's like, yeah, I know. I just, I don't want to. I'm a lone wolf trainer. That's it. That's what I am. Stephanie, it's really early this morning, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. 6:00. It was earlier before when I started this thing, and I kind of just been messing around. We were on baby duty. Stephanie's heading to New York today. Ellie is sound asleep, knock on wood, for now. And so I'm on daddy duty for like 2 days. She must really trust me, with the 6-month-old. Yeah, it's a lot of work. She's a good wife though. Great mom. She gave me like step-by-step instructions on everything. And really the only thing I really fear is the blowout diaper, That's the only thing I really, really fear. Everything else I think I'm good. Oatmeal cereal, the little cereals, you check. I got that. Little mushed up green beans, check. Got that. I can make a bottle with the best of them, but she always go. See, the thing is, this is what she does. Should I make a bottle for you? Should I set it up for you? What am I going to say? No. See, so you act like a dummy, and she does the work and all the heavy lifting, and then you don't have to do it. It's a beautiful thing, but it's. I think it's just a mother. It's a motherly instinct. I assume that she feels like she just wants to take care of as much as possible to make it as easy for me as it could be, which is very kind of her. And and we'll see how these next couple days. Now, I'm not completely on duty. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to get my training in. Not completely on duty. I'm bringing her to daycare at about 8:00 this morning. I have an appointment at the car dealership to get the hitch added for my bike rack. Very excited about that. More excited than I should be. I realize that, but I just, I've never had the rack on the back of my bike, on the back of my car for my bike. And I feel like, one of the impediments, it's always good to make things easy. And you guys probably listen to me on this podcast for long enough to know that I will talk myself out of a workout or talk myself out of a trip or doing something if there is one little piece of annoying things to do. And throwing the bike in the back of the car, getting it all ready, doing all that, it's sometimes annoying because I got to put the seats down. Yeah, I know you're listening to me whine, right? I got to put the seats down, and then the car gets all dirty, and and I got to take the baby seat out and all this stuff. And now I'll just be able to go bloop, bike on the back, strap it in, I'm out. I'm going to ride. That sounds wonderful. That sounds like, anytime I think you can get some of those little impediments out of the way that make things a little more difficult to get things done, I think is a good thing. And I'm excited about that. Maybe I just should buy another bike. Keep talking about that. I'm really talking myself into it. I just don't have the money. These things are expensive. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm way more excited about getting the hitch on the bike than I should be. Stephanie's going to buy me the actual bike rack for Father's Day, but early Father's Day gift. We need that sucker now. I only got 60 days left. I need this thing. I've lived this much without it, but for some reason I really need it. So I'm excited about that today, and hopefully it gets done quickly. That's another problem, is now I got to drive to 2 towns away, get this thing installed, which takes, they said, maybe an hour and a half. I don't know why it takes an hour and a half to screw this thing in. It feels like it just screwed the thing in. These guys are technicians. They should do it in like 30 minutes or less. Hell, it sounds like you just go, just with those little bolt guns like they do in NASCAR in the pits. That's like lug nuts, but different. And they should just go, and that would be it. The thing would be screwed in. And, 5 minutes. Send me on my way. But they said an hour and a half, which means I got to walk around Enfield, Connecticut for a while. And then I got to get home. And when I get home, assuming I get home at like 1, I got to go pick up Ellie again at like 4. I got to pick up Sam shortly after. I got to get all this stuff done and squeeze a good workout in there. So, when I think about it from a broad perspective, that's my window, is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon to about 3, especially like that one. Yeah, especially. Yeah, right. I guess that's it. That's my window. So the question is, what do I do in that window? And the answer should be, I think, that I should get a brick workout done, and I should just take it easy on the bike, spin the tires for like an hour, maybe an hour and 15, and then jump off of there and get on the treadmill for maybe 2 or 3 miles. Sounds good. I think that's the way to go. As a matter of fact, I'm talking myself into that right now. I need to squeeze in a yoga workout, and that could happen at any time. It might happen right after this podcast. I just, I have, this is like the major factor for that. Right now she's sleeping. Eyes are closed, not even rolling around. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful sight. So that could happen right after the podcast. Or it could happen later tonight. I don't know, but it has to happen. And that's what, and again, like when I think of the volume of what I'm doing today, it's not overwhelming. It's sort of underwhelming, and it makes me a little bit nervous, going forward about how much I'm training, whether or not it's enough. But with 60 days left, focus on training and diet. It's got to be there. And today's going to be kind of like a one-off with Stephanie out of town. And all this stuff going on today, but gonna get it done. Gonna get done what I can, and it's gotta be considered a successful day. At the end of the day, I want to go to sleep at a relatively decent time, and I want to say to myself, today was a good day, and that's kind of the goal. And you can take that. We're gonna wrap it up there. I got the GoPro still here, ready to go. I'm working on the video, guys. I had a great conference call with Nick Cumbo yesterday. Tentatively speaking, I believe we're going to open for early registration. The Ordinary Marathon open the early registration for early registration in next week, I think. I just got to get the video done. Once I get the video done, then we can kind of do that. Nick at Ascension Multisport and kind of the reason for the call is Ascension is donating a brand new Garmin Vivo Active 3. I think that's what it's called. I have to double check that. But we'll have all the details on Monday for that. And as long as I get this video done, we're going to open up early registration for a 2-week window. And you could be eligible to win to win the Garmin watch. I might throw in a few other things here and there as prizes. If I have some stuff laying around still, I think we might have some extra stuff. And, it'll be cool. We're very excited to give away stuff. Always love giving away stuff. Anyway, remember, every day is an ordinary day. It takes you to make it extraordinary. So get after it today, guys.
Remember to like our video and subscribe to our channel.